Hey guys, welcome to Silicon Valley Girl. I think it's time for us to have a candid conversation about money. And if you've ever wondered why somebody lives a life of your dreams and does things that you think you really want but you can't get them, or maybe you're even judging someone but secretly you want something that they have, this video is for you. By the way, thank you so much Fidelity for sponsoring a part of this video. Now, the first thing that really helped me get closer to the life of my dreams was stopping to believe in the same things that everyone around me believed in. Like, for example, everybody keeps telling you you need to get a college degree. And by the way, I am all in for education. But sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to start a new business. I don't want to apply for this job because I need another master's degree. I need to do my MBA because I hear from all of these people this advice that I need more education. You are good enough already. Start doing things. Moreover, society tells us, oh, you need 3 master's degrees to start your business or whatever, and these things actually create more debt for you. So there is no way you're getting closer to the life of your dreams. Whenever you're thinking about masters and MBA, and I remember myself thinking about doing my masters and actually applying, first of all, I only considered schools with full ride scholarships because I knew my family would not be able to afford this education, and I won't be able to afford, and I won't be able to take a loan because I wasn't in the US back then. And I also knew that this was my path to start building an international company. And when a better opportunity came around, which was receiving investment from Silicon Valley Accelerator, you know, that was a no-brainer for me. So something that society tells you is not always true, and sometimes it's really bad for you. So really listen to your heart and look for easier ways. Things don't have to be hard. Now, another thing, I don't know about you guys, I grew up in a Russian family, and I think Russians, Chinese people, Eastern Europeans, Iranian people, comment, by the way, if you feel that you have the same kind of background, Brazil, Argentina. I don't know, my mom always looks for discounts. She freaks out if people don't give her a discount, and sometimes I tell her, like, Mom, you can't keep asking for discounts at Macy's. Like, this is not what they do. Sometimes she gets them. And she brought me up in a way that, you know, always look for cheaper things. And I remember myself, you know, running after a bus, trying not to miss it because it was like 20% cheaper than, I don't even know how to explain the transportation system in Russia, but we have like private buses that are 20% more expensive and that come more often. I remember spending a night at a Girona airport in Spain because I really wanted to fly Ryanair, which was like, I don't know, $40 cheaper than a regular flight. And okay, I was 17 back then, whatever, 18, I don't remember. I was a kid. It was okay for me. Like now, I look at the flights that are $800 versus like $1,000. And $800 would be a flight with a layover, 6 hours at the airport, the whole day missed. And sometimes my friends do that and ask them, like, guys, you are building a business. You are, I don't know, building a channel. Why would you waste a whole day of your life for like extra $200? And sometimes, you know, we save those money. And again, I can talk about this for ages, but my family lost a lot of money this year because we're Russian. And like my mom is, I think she's finally getting to the stage when she's like, I want to live my life. Because I was saving all my life. I was looking for deals. I was saving and saving and saving. And then, bam, it's gone in a day. And you're like, wow. Because when you save with no purpose, and when you don't invest and when you don't diversify, sometimes there is no reason to do that. Like, I always try to have a purpose. Like, whenever you invest, diversify. Whenever you're saving, know what you're saving for and actually go ahead and buy things. Because just collecting money, I don't even know. Like, life is teaching us, at least it's teaching me and my family, that it's not the best way to go around. And also wanting more for yourself. Like, some people will comment on my videos saying like, oh, why are you bragging about expensive cars? Guys, I am not bragging. I'm just so excited about the new technology. I am so excited that we live in a world where people create amazing things and you can pay to use them. I can pay to like wear this amazing jacket by some designer, and you know, I think it's great. I just enjoy great things. and allow yourself to want more. It's okay, like if you want to wear designer clothes, if you want to live in a place that's expensive, and people will keep telling you there are cheaper states, like if you read the comments below my shorts when I talk about California, everyone will be like, move out of California, I live in this small town. I could live like anywhere, right? I could live anywhere. I could spend a fraction of what we're spending. Would I be that inspired? I don't think so. I only have one life. My kids only have one life. I want them to experience different things. And yes, now we live in Silicon Valley. We might travel somewhere else. Allow yourself to want more. And another point I wanted to add to my flight situation, right? That sometimes we're like saving $200 wasting a day. Society teaches us to prioritize money over our time, which is like super weird. We can't get our time back. Never, ever. Now let's go back to the investing point. I don't really understand saving money just for the purpose of saving money. I understand investing and I understand diversifying. And people sometimes like, oh Marina, but you're talking about investing. You know, I am not too rich to do that. I also thought the same. I thought I need to have millions and millions of dollars to start investing because it's for the rich. Now, when I was 29, I discovered this book about investing, which talked about like how you can only invest $100, and I decided to do this basic calculation. Basically, let's look at this calculator. So if I started investing at the age of 20, by the age of 50, I would have had almost $100,000, of which $36,000 were my own money and $62,400 was my interest. And I was like, oh my God. And this is when I started investing, when I was 29. I wish I started earlier. Like again, my mom taught me how to save, and I was saving money as a kid, but they were always in my wallet or like on a savings bank account, which pays a fraction of what S&P 500 is growing by if we are looking at the market in general. And I know stock market is super fluctuating right now, which means I still keep investing. Like I invest the same amount of money every month into the same diversified portfolio. The easiest portfolio you can think of is an S&P 500 index. You just invest those $100, just put it there, forget, put it there, forget, put it there, forget. And this would be your retirement money, and it's invested. It's not just sitting in cash and losing its value. And let's continue with this example. Like I only started investing when I was 30-ish, right? Because I lost 10 years of investing. If I invested the same amount of money, $100 every month, from 30 to 50 years, my contribution would have been $24,000, but my interest would only be $21,785. So it's almost $40,000 less than the first example. So 10 years, $40,000. Time is working for you. Start investing with small amounts. Develop this habit, but do not forget to live your life as well. And now a word from our sponsor, Fidelity. So if you're listening to this and thinking, oh man, I should have started investing 2, 5, 10 years ago. Well, yes, but better late than never. I had the same feeling when I was 29 and I just started investing. It felt like this whole new world had opened up for me, and I really wanted to find out as much as I can, to try as many things as possible. One of the apps that I use for investing is the Fidelity mobile app. Fidelity is one of the largest and one of the most well-rounded firms available in the US today. The Fidelity mobile app offers an easy way to buy, sell, and learn about stocks and ETFs. If you want to learn more about investing, Fidelity provides its users with excellent resources and tools for traders and investors, such as excellent educational materials, portfolio analysis tools, reports, calculators, and excellent screeners for identifying individual securities. With the Fidelity app, you can trade any US stock or ETF with $0 commission. There are no account minimums and fees, plus fractional share trading lets you buy stocks and ETFs you love for as little as $1. So it doesn't matter how much money you want to invest, be it $10 or $10,000, you can do it with the Fidelity mobile app. If you don't know what to buy or don't know how to choose an ETF or a stock, Fidelity offers an analyst trading tool that lets you choose stocks based on independent expert opinions. It can help you make informed decisions and trade with ease. Learn more at fidelity.com. The link is down in the description box below. Thank you so much, Fidelity, for sponsoring this portion of the video. And now back to the video. Another thing that I had in my mind is in order to earn more, I have to work more. And one of my favorite stories here is that when we started a business, when we started helping people study abroad, I thought about only one cohort of customers, someone like me back then who just wants to save and save and save on trips. And the average check was like $1,000. We made like 10% commission. And I thought, okay, if I want to make $100,000 a month, how many clients do I need? Oh my God, was it 10,000 clients? Which was almost impossible because we process everything manually. By the way, this is something that made us realize we need to automate the process, and this is how we built LinguaTrip. Also, something exciting happened when we were doing our business. We had a client who came in and said, I want to go to London for a week to study English, and I want the most expensive hotel. And he was asking for a presidential suite, and his trip was like $20,000. And my first reaction was like, are you crazy? Let's book something cheaper. And then when I got commission from him, which was a lot larger than our average commission, I realized that, this rule, like if you want to make more, work harder, not really. Sometimes you just need to stop and look around and realize that there are different markets out there, and some things are a lot easier than doubling down on whatever you're doing. So if you're thinking right now, oh, how do I get to $1 million a year? Oh, I would probably need like 50x more output in my job. This is not how it works. I think it's time for you to stop, take some time off, look around, read books, and then ideas will start coming in. By the way, great ideas only come to you in a relaxed state. Like I love walking, hiking, talking to people I've never met before, because this is when my brain rewires for my daily activity and starts creating new ideas. Okay, outsourcing. I know some of you guys are still not there, but I want you to have this in your brain that outsourcing and paying for help is okay. Like, I cannot tell you how many bad comments I got when I said that my daughter goes to daycare from 9 to 6 p.m. People like, if you can't deal with a kid, adopt a teenager. Like, why are you outsourcing your kids to a nanny? Why did you have kids in the first place if you can't do everything yourself? Now, how crazy is that? For some reason, society thinks that we can't outsource. Like when I mentioned that we were like, my family, my parents, our nanny, we went to LA. And in LA, there's this store called Ear One. And I mentioned that we're buying a soup that is ready. It sells like in a can, in a jar, and it costs like $14. Chicken soup, my kids love it. We don't have to cook. And like all the comments were, can't your parents cook a meal for your kids, for their grandchildren? Can't you cook a soup? It only takes half an hour. No, I would rather spend 30 minutes playing with my kids, not cooking soup. I would rather ask my parents to just hang out by the pool with their grandkids instead of cooking. Isn't that crazy? How, for some reason, we do not allow ourselves to delegate things. And I was the same. Oh my God, I wanted to do everything myself in my company, on my channels, with my family. Like when I was pregnant, I was laughing at my friends who told me we needed to get a nanny. I was like, what? I will deal with my kid myself. And when my kid was 9 months old and I wasn't getting my sleep and I was pregnant with Lily, I got pregnant with a second kid, I realized I just can't make it. And my parents who were helping us were already so tired because, well, Emily's, she's a character. So it's okay to outsource and delegate. And if some other people tell you that it's a bad thing, it's actually their problem. They do not allow themselves to, live an easier life. It's not your problem, it's their problem. So if you want to delegate, delegate. And start with smaller things, virtual assistants. Start with the cleaning company or a cleaner who comes to your house once a week so you can focus on something that you're really passionate about. And it is okay if you want it. All right, it's getting brighter and brighter. I need to wrap up, but 2 more things. Another thing, oh, that's so sweet. Our neighbor is bringing us cookies. So our neighbor is from Sweden and she said it's the day of cinnamon roll in Sweden, so I'm getting them. Oh my god. So sweet. See? It smells so good. Okay. I definitely need to wrap up now, okay? 2 more things I wanted to say. One thing is that you really need to understand how much money you actually need, because some people are like, oh, I need $1 billion to be happy. You know, write down things that you want to get and how much they cost to have the actual amount. And I like how, I think it was Grant Cardone who said it, like if you want to, Tony Robbins. I don't even remember some of the big speakers out there. But they were like, if you want to fly private jet, you don't need to own it. You just need like, I don't know, $1,000 per flight, depending. There are these private jet companies that fly to different destinations where you buy a seat on a private jet and it's like $1,000. Graham Stephan told me that as well. It's Jay, I don't remember. Like this, whatever, I need to explore. But sometimes things do not cost as much as you think. And another thing, do not disregard your health. Again, when I made a video about organic food, people were like, you're getting scammed. Organic food is a scam. I don't know. First of all, I can feel the taste. And second, I know how I feel after eating at McDonald's or eating, you know, a tomato that doesn't taste like a tomato and you need like a lot of sauces and spice. And people were like, can't you spice your food? I'm like, I would rather eat clean food that has flavor versus, you know, eating bad food and then spending thousands of dollars on my health. And until you're 40, like your body compensates for everything you do and you might not feel the consequences. But, you know, even doing like a whole panel, I just did my panel and my cholesterol levels are so high and I need to adjust my diet because, well, my life insurance is 30% more now, but it is also a sign for me that I need to do some lifestyle changes before something bad happens. So please invest in your health as well. Spend some time, do your regular checkups, and pay attention to what you eat. Thank you guys so much for watching this video up to the very end. Thank you, Fidelity, for sponsoring a part of this video. And I hope to see you very soon, guys. Let me know in comments down below if you like this new format. When I'm sitting in my office, this is basically my office, and just chatting to you. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Bye.